How attractive was Dexter's son, Harrison Morgan, really? AKA Jack Alcott. Welcome back to LookLogix, everyone. Let's assess Harrison Morgan's facial attractiveness. So I've fully marked his front profile on faceiq Labs, and we will go over all his ratios, his key strengths and weaknesses, and then his areas of improvement, everything like that. Let's get right into it. So his lowest score is his mouth width to nose width ratio at 2.55 out of 10. So these are all the ratios marked down on this highly accurate analysis app, and it's actually getting much better now. A lot more ratios to map out, and then the accuracy is much higher as well. Basically, your eye spacing, different things that contribute to your facial attractiveness. So for Jack Alcott here, his mouth width to nose width ratio is, like I said, 2.55 out of 10. So this is out of the ideal range with his nose being too wide. His top third is also 2.63 out of 10. So it's too large, as you can see. Obviously, his forehead is definitely quite large. He's already ready for a hair transplant, or something else he could do is a forehead lowering procedure, which is a surgery. However, you could have nerve damage and a few different things. But in the plan and potential page, if you do have a side profile marked out, then you can see the recommended things. And then they're going to add morphs as well. So you can actually see on your picture that you put in your face morphed with after the procedure what it would look like. Moving on, his nose bridge to nose width ratio is a 3.38 out of 10. His eyebrow tilt is a 5.27, so it's still positively tilted for sure. It's just kind of thin and it's not very aggressive, unfortunately. For Jack, his ear protrusion angle is a 6.84 out of 10, and then his deviation of his ipsilateral alar angle and his jaw frontal angle is a 7.5. So that's actually quite good. It actually looks pretty decent. Honestly, not too bad of a face. Definitely, attractive. And we'll see what his total score from 0 to 10 is. His true objective harmony analysis. His eye aspect ratio is great at 8.19 out of 10. His interpupillary mouth width ratio is also an 8.59 out of 10. Eye separation ratio is an 8.82. So his ratios for his facial symmetry is actually really good, and he definitely has a pretty symmetrical face. It's not really asymmetrical on most of the points I see, just besides his temples here, but that's just due to the photo. Not too bad. It's definitely just going to be his hairline area, and then his upper head around his temples being enlarged, like this mega mind effect. That's going to lower his score mainly. His neck width is a 9.15 out of 10, so a little thin. Eyebrow low settedness is a 9.44. Definitely low set eyebrows. They're pretty nice. They could be dyed and using like peptides if you want to thicken them, or just rosemary and botana oil. Derma stamped with a 1mm titanium needle. Make sure you sanitize it with isopropyl alcohol. 70% is ideal. Make sure that doesn't get on your skin when you do it. And then I would do it maybe twice a month to give time for the skin to heal the dermis, the top layer, after you just put that in without scarring it and causing infections, other things. You can also rub raw bone marrow or raw beef tallow on the eyebrows, and that can also be effective on a more natural side. Next is his Cupid's bow depth. So this is 9.48 out of 10. This is his lip detour, how it kind of goes down if you see on your lip. And this can be more attractive or less attractive depending on how it works. And basically, you have all the features on your face. This is the objective harmony. And obviously, someone who has a really big forehead is going to be less attractive than someone who has a great forehead with a great hairline, nice and low, balanced with the facial thirds of his middle and then his lower, and then nice C cups, of course. Moving on, his middle third, 9.86 out of 10, not too bad. Bigonial width, pretty good, 10. Okay, here we go. Yeah, cheekbone height for sure. He has nice, prominent, high-set cheekbones. So Harrison Morgan, I'll call him, actually has a really good bone structure around his cheekbones, for sure. And by the way, guys, if you want to use the app for yourself, I have 20% off with the code LookLogix. I'll put a link down in the description and the comment section. It's in pinned comment. Make sure you use that link, and it'll give you 20% off any plan if you'd like to try it. And you can actually get your side profile marked for free with that link. Let's move over to his total score from 0 to 10. All right, so Harrison Morgan, a.k.a. Dexter's son, a.k.a. Jack Alcott, gets a 6.19 out of 10. He actually has very good harmony. It's about the top 23%, or 1 in 4.43 people. You can see the visual landmark here, and then 5 being the median. Overall, really good. And we'll see finally his key strengths: ideal jaw width, ideal forehead width, well-positioned cheekbones, and then I'll scroll through these. You can pause if you want to see them. Then his areas of improvement. Yeah, here we go. His long mid-face, absolutely diabolical, atrocious, disgusting, is a minus 0.61 points. The middle of the face is elongated, creating an unbalanced vertical proportion. So you can see this on the face, a little too long. You're definitely with that long-ass forehead as well. Way too big. It's like... Oh my goodness, look at this forehead. I should have brought it up earlier, guys, but I was trying to hold it in. I mean, we're talking about Dexter's son here, but like, oh my god, look at that forehead. That's atrocious. It's so bad. But anyways, let's move on finally to his last areas of improvement. His minor proportional variations are 2 ratios showing minor proportional variations that contribute to overall harmony score are reducing this total score from 0.31 points. And then this is basically just his scores that don't fall into a specific category. And I always like to mention those because they're different for each person who has different phenotypes, if you're light-skinned, dark-skinned, etc. His disharmonious mid-face and jaw alignment is a minus 0.13 points. Overly round eye shape, so you can see his eyes, they're not hunter style. And then this is just his harmony, not his dimorphism, his height, his status, things like that, his fashion. So there we go, guys. Thank you all for watching. This is how attractive Harrison Morgan, aka Dexter's son, really is. If you'd like me to rate anyone else, please drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to check it out. I will see you all in the next video. And if you want to use the app for yourself, again, 20% off, comment, use the link in the description in the comment section, and goodbye.